Let me share my screen and get started here. This is so cool. I'm really excited that all of you are here today. My name is Erin Hayes. I'm Director of Admission at Gonzaga. Thank you for joining us. We know your lives are busy, and we're just really grateful you're spending time with us today on a Saturday, learning about life as a ZAG. Now, before I share information about Gonzaga, I know a lot of you put your locations in the chat. If you came in and you haven't had a chance to put your location in there yet, please do so. This is really fun to see how people are joining us from across the US and around the world. I know from our registration that we had the following locations planning to be joining us: Alaska, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, District of Columbia, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Massachusetts, Maryland, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. Oh my gosh. Additionally, we should have people joining us from the following countries today: Brazil, Canada, China. I just saw Egypt in the chat. Ghana, Nigeria, South Korea, and Spain. I'm so thrilled. This new virtual environment is helping us connect with students no matter where you live. And I also understand in this group, we have students who are, quite a few who are seniors in high school. I'm sorry for your stress. I know you're working on applications. And we have quite a few juniors, some sophomores, and also quite a few transfer students. So welcome, everyone. It's not unusual to have interest in Gonzaga from farther away and from outside of our region. In fact, 82% of our students are from over 200 miles away, and we have every state represented on campus in over 40 countries, with most students coming from the West. This means Spokane, Washington may be a new city in which to live. So I'd like to start with an introduction to our location. And first, please allow me to start with a land acknowledgement. In the spirit of the Jesuit practice of composition of place, we acknowledge that Gonzaga University resides on the homelands of the Spokane tribal people. This land holds the cultural DNA and the spirit of the first people of this place, the people of the river. It is their ancestors who were here and bring forth the power of this place, the knowledge that comes from the land. We are grateful to be on this land and ask for its support as we work to manifest our intentions during this gathering of hearts, minds, and spirits. Now, Spokane is on the eastern side of the state with 4 distinct seasons. In fact, Spokane is a Native American word for children of the sun. And so we have a lot of sunshine. The second largest city in the state, we have about 300,000 people in this city and over 720,000 in the region. And this photo is looking to the east. So you can see the mountains kind of off in the distance there. Spokane is a major hub for the inland Northwest. Our top industry is healthcare. We also have thriving industries in law, business, engineering, manufacturing, education, and so much more. The Gonzaga campus is 154 acres along the Spokane River and a half a mile from the downtown Spokane area. It's an easy 15-minute walk along the river to get downtown for city life, like great restaurants, shopping, coffee houses, nightlife, theater, festivals, places to listen to live music, sports, and there's a beautiful park with stunning views of the Spokane Falls. Now, adjacent to the city is a state park, and that makes hiking, kayaking, rock climbing, mountain biking, and other outdoor recreation just minutes from campus. And we also have 5 ski resorts within 2 hours, and Mount Spokane is 45 minutes away, as well as 76 lakes in our region and 33 golf courses. The talk among students is you have to have at least 1 summer in Spokane during your undergraduate years. They call it SPO-SUM. And if you're from Spokane, which I know some of you are, you get to be an expert on the area for all of your new friends from farther away. In my time with you today, I'm going to be more than a travel agent. So please allow me to now provide information on what makes us distinctive as a liberal arts Catholic school in the Jesuit tradition. Some of you may be familiar with Jesuit schools, as there are 27 Jesuit colleges and universities in the United States and many more around the world. Additionally, a handful of you joining today actually attend a Jesuit school right now, so it might be extra familiar for you. In Jesuit education, we believe in developing the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. And it's an education for social justice, where students further develop and discover their talents and interests, passions, and they use them for the greater good throughout their lives. As a Jesuit school, Gonzaga promises to deliver 4 key things. 1, academic excellence. 2, developing intentional people into contemplatives in action. 3, developing leaders. And 4, developing people who are for and with others. So let's break this down one at a time. The first aspect to a Gonzaga education is that we provide academic excellence. We are a top 20% university nationwide for undergraduates, and we're a top 100 university basically in the nation. We offer 5 different schools of study. There's the College of Arts and Sciences and the schools of business administration, education, engineering and applied science, and nursing and human physiology. Within those, we offer over 75 different academic programs. And as a Jesuit school, we're committed to making sure that no matter what you study, you will be superbly trained for your field and prepared for what comes after Gonzaga. We develop lifelong learners who are ready for their careers of choice, as well as being active citizens in their communities. With an average class size of 23 and all of the classes taught by faculty, including labs, you will have great access to people who are experts in and well connected to their fields. What's more is these professors really get to know students, work closely with them, inspire them. In fact, they work so hard on behalf of students, they are ranked in the top 5% or number 13 nationwide in undergraduate teaching. That's just phenomenal. Jesuit education incorporates learning by doing. So certainly you will have traditional classes with discussions and lectures, but you're also going to be required to practice in college what you'll do in your career and design projects in engineering and computer science, research in a variety of academic areas, social sciences, humanities, project-based learning, internships, performances. These are all just a few examples to illustrate that the learning is active. The second commitment of a Gonzaga education is developing intentional people or contemplatives in action. Now, students, from what I understand, you are the first generation that has only known a world with smartphones and social media. That blows my mind. You have been dubbed the iGen, others call you Gen Z. You have information coming at you all the time, and it moves at a speed we've never known before in human history. So I feel like our philosophy of education at Gonzaga has reached peak importance in our world, for we develop students into intentional people who think critically about what they read, hear, and learn. To help you remember this component of our education, there's a statue of St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits about 500 years ago, in front of College Hall that depicts the distinctive aspect of Gonzaga. In the statue, his expression is intellectual and thoughtful. His head is bowed, he's humble. He's looking out into a reflection pool. Furthermore, his robes are flowing back, and that kind of represents like moving forward and taking action. This is what we want in our students, to be lifelong learners and reflective, intentional people using their gifts and talents to take action for the greater good. Much of this development comes from the core curriculum all students take, regardless of major. It is designed to develop ethics and empathy, as well as great skills in critical thinking, communication, and problem solving. All students take courses in philosophy, religious studies, English, speech, math, science, and additional broadening courses in the humanities, arts, and social sciences, answering essential questions each year. The overarching essential question is, how do we educate ourselves for a more just and humane global community? This set of courses complements every major, where students develop the ability to think flexibly, creatively, and with real-world knowledge. These are known traits of innovators who do well in their careers and are prepared for an economy that is continuously creating new fields of work. Now, the third area of a Gonzaga education is leadership development. We believe all people have the ability to lead, and that leadership takes many forms and styles. Furthermore, Gonzaga develops ethical leadership in students through coursework as well as programming outside the classroom. There are over 800 leadership positions on campus for students, and this is a university where voices are developed and heard, and strategies to positively impact the community are learned, practiced, and honed. Academic programs like the Comprehensive Leadership Program or the Hogan Entrepreneurship Leadership Program are formal leadership development opportunities. They lead to minors in leadership. Additionally, involvement on campus around specific interests opens up opportunities like leading excursions through Gonzaga Outdoors, developing programs as a residence hall assistant, auditioning for and participating in the diversity monologues. What is key is the student voice has power on this campus. Most recently, students advocated for an academic program on critical race and ethnic studies. They worked with faculty and administration, and the program was made available to students 2 years ago, and it was created in like record time. People for and with others. This is a big motto in Jesuit education. And this is the last of the 4 components of our philosophy of education to share with you. This means that we're graduating students and developing students into people who are for others in the sense that taking direct action and service. We intentionally serve those who need. The outcomes are impressive. Typically, the Gonzaga community contributes about 150,000 hours a year in service, largely coordinated by the Center for Community Engagement. But we are also with others. And when we're with others, we're compassionate people, developing an understanding of what it's like to live on the margins in a variety of contexts throughout the world. Being with others is about developing our hearts and acting in solidarity and knowing when to act in solidarity. Our holistic education is ambitious. We provide students with great challenge. And as we do that, we provide students with great support. And this is just a snapshot of some of the support ways in which we support students on campus. It can start with academics and close advising through the Center for Student Academic Success. We make sure students of all faith backgrounds have opportunities for spiritual growth through mission and ministry. You do not have to be Catholic to come to Gonzaga. We have 38 faiths represented on campus and some students of no faith at all. For emotional support, the Center for Cura Personalis is essential, and support around identity, culture, and orientation largely comes from the Unity Multicultural Education Center and the Lincoln LGBTQ+ Center. There are supportive programs to develop or prepare for the future through career and professional development and an alumni mentoring program. I have seen the Gonzaga education truly transform students into even better versions of themselves, and it is inspiring. And they come in as such amazing people, and somehow they continue to grow and develop into even more impressive humans. And our outcomes are outstanding. Our students demonstrate happiness with their college choice through a 92% retention rate during a pandemic. If students take 16 credits on average per semester, they graduate in 4 years. And this holistic education prepares them for success post-graduation, with over 90% of students employed in a graduate program or in a competitive volunteer program like the Peace Corps within 6 months of graduation. I hope after today you will remember that we are here to provide a fantastic student educational experience through academic excellence, the development of intentional people, of leaders, and of people who are for and with others. But you need to connect with other people in our community and not just take it from me. So next on the itinerary is a variety of academic information sessions. You may attend any session of interest, but please note that direct admit nursing is only available to first-year students, and you must apply as a senior in high school. So if you're a transfer student, you're going to want to choose a different academic session. Perhaps the health sciences would be a good fit for you. And if you have multiple interests, we're recording each session. We're going to post them on the web, and you can watch anything you missed later. There are current ZAGs in each academic session, also my colleagues in the Office of Admission. So please know we have an amazing group. Also, when you think about like student connections, we have an amazing group of about 90 student ambassadors. They represent many different backgrounds, geographic areas, academic interests, extracurricular activities, If after this preview day, you would like to meet with an ambassador one-on-one based on certain criteria, please contact the visit office about making an appointment. Furthermore, our campus is open. You could come visit in person, and we welcome you to see Life as a ZAG at any time throughout this year in person. We have preview days, individual visits, daily. We have Saturday visits. So come see us if you can. So thank you for your time. I will see you at the end of the day. I will now pass it over to Sandra Vance, our visit coordinator.